All right, guys, we have got a story here, two stories from two people, famous people, who are calling out Joe Biden's car crash, train wreck of an interview with ABC News' George Stephanopoulos, where he called Russian President Vladimir Putin a killer and soulless. The first person that called out Joe Biden is Turkish leader Erdogan, a member of NATO. Erdogan, that's how bad it is. Erdogan is taking the high road over the President of the United States. That is what an utter mess the Biden White House has made of things. That is the diplomatic, geopolitical car crash that they've created. Keep in mind that I've said in my other videos, this car crash, this train wreck was completely scripted ahead of time, which makes it even worse. It makes the whole incident even worse. If it was spontaneous, you would have said, okay, he made another spontaneous gaffe. That's Joe for you. That's Joe Biden for you. The fact that it was scripted and the line was fed by Stephanopoulos to Biden, and Biden was scripted to say those exact words and to say that line, I do, and to say he's soulless, all that stuff. The fact that it was scripted makes the whole thing even worse. It shows how incompetent the Biden White House is. Now you have Turkish leader Erdogan, a NATO member, a U.S. ally, saying that Biden was an idiot. I'm paraphrasing. Being a good diplomat, Erdogan says it was truly unacceptable if he had said he knows better than to call Biden an idiot. But what he does say is that his remarks were truly unacceptable. So you have Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has criticized his U.S. counterpart Joe Biden for calling Russian leader Vladimir Putin a killer, saying that such statements about a head of state are not fitting of a president. Yep, Erdogan calling out Biden now. Yep. Talk about self-inflicted wounds. Talk about scoring an own goal. The Biden team really messed up. If anyone has any sense, they would fire Biden's communications team, all of them, from top to bottom. Get a new team, because these people are just doing you a massive disservice. They're doing the American public, the United States of America, a massive disservice. Erdogan's statement comes despite Turkey's status as a NATO member, with Ankara appearing to take the side of Moscow over Washington. Quote from Reuters, Erdogan, according to Reuters, Biden's statements about Mr. Putin are not fitting of a president, and the president coming out and using such remarks against the president of a country like Russia is truly unacceptable. Not something that can be stomached. Not something that can be stomached. That's what Erdogan said. Quote, in my opinion, Mr. Putin has done what is necessary by giving a very, very smart and elegant answer. Absolutely. Putin demolished Biden. He wished Biden good health, which can be taken in two ways, right? It can be taken as he means Biden good health, but it can also be taken in the way that he means we know what your health status and situation is, so I wish you good health. You know, the Russians have a very sharp sense of humor. That was a very, very sharp comment by Putin. And he also said, let's debate, Joe. Let's talk about things openly, transparent to the world. And Joe Biden, what does Joe Biden do? He gets Jen Psaki to cover for him and say, I don't want to debate. I'm not going to debate. I'm too scared to debate. On Wednesday, Biden told ABC News that Moscow would pay the price for allegedly interfering in the 2020 U.S. elections in favor of his opponent, Donald Trump. Interfering how? In what way? In what way? So Putin wished Biden good health and quoted a childhood phrase. When I was a kid, when we were arguing with each other in the playground, we used to say, whatever you say about others is what you are yourself. Point the finger, four fingers pointing back. Exactly. I think it would be interesting for the people of Russia, the people of the United States, and many other countries, Putin said, talking about a live stream discussion with the U.S. president. So that's what Putin suggested later in the day. Possible topics for the discussion, a live streaming discussion between Putin and Biden, would be such topics as the CUF, regional conflict resolution, and strategic stability issues. Putin gives press conferences 2 a year. He gives 2 conferences a year, completely unscripted, where he talks for 3-4 hours to the press, literally marathon sessions. And he sits there and he takes all kinds of questions. Are the questions screened? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the questions are screened, but a lot of them are completely just unscripted. The fact that he sits there for 3-4 hours and takes these questions is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, the amount of stamina Putin has. And you're going to put him on a live streaming situation with Biden. It's going to be a joke. But Biden did this to himself, and the Biden White House did this to him. And there's a reason they're doing this to him. I think we all know why they're doing this to him. The other person that that not only triggered Twitter, as only she can, but is making fun of Biden is Candace Owens. So I've got a video here with Erdoğan and Candace Owens. Okay, interesting. Candace Owens triggers Twitter by inviting Putin on the show. Says Biden dodged Kremlin request for debate over mental health issues. Yep, U.S. conservative commentator Candace Owens believes President Joe Biden is not mentally capable of publicly debating his Russian counterpart and offered Vladimir Putin an invitation to be a guest on her show instead. Absolutely, he's not capable. We all know that. The bold and harshly worded take on Biden and Putin, which Owens asked her Twitter followers to share, came after the two world leaders exchanged pleasantries through the media this week. Candace Owens tweeted, "I'm asking all of my followers to retweet this. For obvious mental health reasons, Joe Biden has declined a public discussion with Kremlin Russia, with Vladimir Putin. I would like to publicly invite Vladimir Putin sit down with me for a wide-ranging interview on the Candace show." Things kicked off when Biden called Putin a killer. Okay, we all know it. He said Putin would pay the price, and then Putin completely demolished Biden with a clever response. And look, once again, I'll say this. Putin considers these interviews. He sat down with Oliver Stone for many interviews. I mean, I would say that Candace Owens would probably have to travel to Moscow. I think she'd do it. But I wouldn't put it out of the question for Putin to sit down with Candace Owens. Putin actually enjoys very much sitting with Western press and American press. He actually enjoys it. He gave an interview to Megyn Kelly. So Candace Owens, if you're watching this video, get this video to Candace Owens. If you're watching this video, Putin would take you up on this offer, but you would have to travel to Moscow. And so if you're up to traveling to Moscow, it's a fantastic city. Beautiful city. If you're up to traveling to Moscow, I think he would sit down with you. I really do. He was considering sitting, doing Clubhouse, doing a Clubhouse call with Elon Musk, and it was Elon Musk that actually ignored the request after he was the one that suggested it. He kind of, just didn't answer the response. He just fell away. Just went. He ghosted. The Kremlin. Elon Musk ghosted Putin. But the Putin Peskov, Putin's press spokesman, said, "Yeah, we'll consider it." And then Elon Musk just kind of never responded. But if Candace Owens follows through and chases it, and if she's willing to make the trip to Moscow, it would not surprise me one bit for Putin to sit down with her in an interview. It really wouldn't. So Candace, you're getting some good information from me. So go for it. I would like to see that interview. The online reaction to her tweet was as divided as one would expect in the confrontational political world of present-day America. Outraged commentators told her to go see a therapist or wondered if the post came from a parody account. This tweet from a parody account is the most hilarious thing I've seen in a while. Saying that the actual Candace couldn't interview a potato anyhow, it did make me laugh. He'd eat her for breakfast. Why? He did an interview with Megyn Kelly, guys. He did many interviews with Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone did like a whole documentary on it. These are all people that have no concept of Putin's career or of Russian politics or geopolitics. These are idiots on Twitter. And they're just saying dumb stuff. If you look at his past track record, you would understand that he enjoys taking these types of interviews. So once again, it would not surprise me if Candace really was serious about it, if she really chased it up. It would not surprise me at all to have her get an interview with Putin. At all. All done, let's be honest, if he accepted, it would be the most cringe-inducing, embarrassing, and yet also entertaining thing ever to be broadcast on TV. No, it wouldn't. It would actually be a very interesting interview, and actually Candace is a very good interviewer. She's very intelligent, very entertaining, And she asks very thought-provoking questions, something that much of the mainstream media, MSNBC, CNN, and these guys don't do. So I think it would be a very good interview. I really do. No, the most cringe interview of recent was Meghan Markle, Harry, and Oprah. Sorry, that was cringe. Candace and Putin would be interesting. Fans joined her in dunking on Biden, or cheered in anticipation of a possible Putin interview. That would be epic. That would be the interview. Here we go. You see, RT read my mind. Owens is not the only U.S. celebrity who recently made a Twitter bid to secure a one-on-one with Putin. Last month, billionaire Elon Musk asked the Russian president to join him at the audio chat app Clubhouse for a conversation. The Kremlin did not take Musk up on the offer, however. All right, guys. Those are the two articles, Erdogan and Candace Owens, in one video, courtesy of another Joe Biden, train wreck, car crash, gaffe, a foreign policy and diplomatic disaster for Joe Biden that makes the Joe Biden White House just look pathetically bad. But here we are. How many months are we into Biden's presidency now? 3 months, and it's every month it's just worse and worse. What's April going to look like? What is April going to look like? All right, guys, that's the video. Look for Alexander's channel down below. Look for the Duran's channel down below. Those links are down in the description box. Go to the Duran shop, pick up some merch, help out this demonetized YouTube channel. Demonetized by the forces that be at YouTube. But you can find me on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey. Check out Odyssey, guys. Odyssee. Odyssey is a video platform that has, I think, one of the best commenting systems, one of the best, cleanest designs, and it's on the blockchain, which means it is censor proof. And actually, if you use Odyssey, you get the Odyssey coin. The more you use it, you actually get Odyssey crypto coins, which are actually going up in value. Actually, it's a good coin. That's my take on it. There's better crypto experts than me. I'm still learning a lot about crypto, but I'm becoming an expert. But there's experts who'll tell you that it's not a bad coin, actually. And why not? You never know. If you use the video site and you gather up some Odyssey coins. I think they're called LBC because Library is the parent company of Odyssey. They own Odyssey. So I think they're called LBC, Library Coins. If you pick some up, you never know. They might go up in value. Why not? Check us out on Odyssey, guys. My channel, Alexander's channel, the Duran's channel. Check us out. Get us to 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers on Odyssey. That would be awesome. All right, guys, that's the video. Take care.